Welcome back to our channel. Today we will unbox and review the Sharp Aquos R10. The Aquos R10 has a display that features a PRO IGZO OLED screen with a peak brightness of 3000 nits and 240Hz variable refresh rate. It also has a camera that features a triple 50 megapixel camera with main ultra-wide and front-facing with a new image sensor for improved low-light performance. It also has features like shadow removal for food and document photos, and there's a subject tracking for video too. As for the audio, it's equipped with a full metal box stereo speaker system that supports Dolby Atmos for rich immersive sound experience. As for the performance, it's powered by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. It has 12GB of RAM with an advanced heat dissipation structure to maintain performance. This phone is also IP68 water and dust resistant and has military standard 810G compliance for shock resistant, making it a rugged device. It also has AI and software that offers generative AI features such as call assistant that extract keywords from conversations and suggests adding events to your calendar. Now let's unbox the Aquos R10. So this is the Aquos R10. You have a starter guide. Then you have a plastic casing. There's also a USB-C cable and a USB-C to USB-A adapter. My first impression of this phone is that it looks just like the R9. It's very simple and yet elegant. On the rear is a 50.3 megapixel main camera with OIS at f/1.9 and also a 13 megapixel ultra-wide lens at f2.2. On the front is a 50.3 megapixel camera at f/2.2. On the top left corner of the phone is the SIM card and micro SD slots. You no longer need an ejection pin to remove the SIM slot. What you need to do is that you just use your fingers and just pry open. As simple as that. The phone supports a physical SIM and a micro SD card through this slot, and also eSIM. Now let's insert the physical SIM and then power on the Aquos R10. Without the ejection pin, we can easily remove the SIM slot. Now let's place the SIM into the SIM holder. Just make sure that the SIM actually sits flat into the holder. Now let's power it up. It will take a while to go into the main Android system, and you can actually start configuring it. So we'll just skip through all the steps and go to the main screen. And here we are on the Aquos R10 based on the Android 15 system. There are not many pre-installed applications on this system, so less bloatware, better performance. Now let's take a look at some of the camera features of this phone. Let's launch the camera. Okay, over here we can see the camera interface, and on the left is the settings. You can set the picture size of 16:9, or save in RAW format, or you want the watermark, auto lighting, auto HDR, auto macro is turned on. You can even have intelligent framing. You can turn on the grid line. And one of the more interesting features I want to highlight is the removal of shadows from food and text. So we are going to demonstrate that. Now imagine you are taking a text from a textbook, for example, and you will notice that on the right hand side here you can see the shadows. So in normal circumstances, when you take a photo of this nature, you actually see most of the text being blocked out. Okay, we have taken the text, we have taken a photo. You can see that the shadow is automatically removed. You can see how clear is the text. Here are some of the photos that I took over the weekend. Some of these are taken indoors and some outdoors. In this picture, we try to do a digital zoom of 8 times, and this is what we get. The phone supports auto macro mode. You auto switch to macro mode when we move close to the object. Now let's take a look at how the video turns out in day and night when we use it in 4K 60 frames per second without a gimbal to shoot this video footage. It's rather stable, but we do expect to see some flickering due to 60 frames per second recording in Asia region. After testing out the Aquos R10 for almost 2 weeks, I find that this phone has some special advantages over other phones. For example, there's a virtual HDR. Now when it comes to the camera was able to take pretty good photos even under low light. The AI enhancement also actually helped in the low light, especially in the AI powered enhancements for low light, food, document, photography. There's also Dolby Vision video support. There's also AI subject tracking in video. Now when it comes to audio, there is also a stereo full metal box speakers, so the sound is pretty bassy, I would say. There's also Dolby Atmos. There's also 8-way audio support for spatial sound via headphones. Now when it comes to the AI features, I think something that might interest a lot of people is the AI call assistant, which actually summarizes calls and extract dates and set reminders. The Aquos R10 uses the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 processor, which is quite powerful. It has advanced cooling system with copper heat block and vapor chamber. Now it also comes with IPX5, IPX8, IPX6X, and it's water and dust resistance, and it's also military standard certified. In conclusion, I find that the Aquos R10 is indeed a phone that is made for people. It's not a phone that is only AI powered, but it has very good features like, for example, the call alert and features like the shadow removal. I think these are very important features that we would like to see in most phones these days. It seems that Sharp is the only one that has done this so far. My only complaint would be the lacking of the 50 frames per second recording in the video mode. Patches or security updates should be provided every month or at least quarterly. It would be better if they can extend it to 7 years of security updates. Okay, this wraps up our video review of the Aquos R10. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future updates. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.